movements out toward the side, abduction. This is very frequently a movement where we're restricted because of chest muscles that are tight and they're always pulling the arm forward. It's also a movement where I find that a lot of people are weak because we don't do a lot of strengthening out in this side plane. So a couple things that I like to do at the wall to start to build up some stability out to the side. The first one is a forearm side plank. So make sure that your mat isn't going to slip because you're going on a bit of an angle so that you can stick the elbow onto the wall. And then you can do all sorts of really fun variations, but just keep this position with the shoulder. Don't sag into it. Don't let the shoulder drop down. Really nice and square on that side. And then you can do some rotations. I love doing these to stabilize the upper back. Or you can do some side abdominal work, dropping the hips toward the wall and then pulling away. Or some leg work. Lots of different variations that you can take there, like a little side star. Okay, so that's the forearm version, and then we can work on side plank from the palm as well. Just watch the position of the palm on the wall. If you go too low, it's going to be too much bend in your wrist. Your wrist is not going to like that. Go high enough that it is comfortable on the wrist and the shoulder. Okay, so angle the feet out a bit so you get some weight bearing into the arm. It's not as much as if we were going full weight bearing against gravity, so it's a nice place to work up to. And then I'm going to start to bend the elbow straight down to the floor and push it away. Okay, probably something that I would not be able to do if I was on the mat going against gravity, but here, totally doable. And I can really feel that good work in some of the muscles that don't normally get enough attention. Now feel free to explore those same kind of variations here in your side plank at the wall. Any sort of arm movement, leg movement that helps you to mix that up, or you can start to explore some trunk rotation while using stability of the shoulder in the coronal plane. So lots of different things that you can do there. Now let's look at how we can use the blanket for a wall slide in this plane of movement. One of the first ways that we do coronal plane movement with the shoulders at the wall is the classic wall angel. We press the back of the hand, the back of the arm into the wall, and we start to slide up and down. I love this because you're getting some pressure back into the wall, and you can start to add some elbow bends and things like that to explore that movement. At a certain point when you're going up overhead, most of us lose contact with the wall somewhere, and that's okay. You're still just reaching back, and then come back down and push into the wall. Now we can take a blanket or a towel would probably be a little bit easier for you with this because the yoga blankets tend to be really big and bulky. But I'm going to stick my arm in the blanket, it's wrapped around so it's really on there, and I'm pushing my arm back very strongly into the wall. I can feel all the muscles along my shoulder blade and that side of my back. So I'm going to use that slide to push back even more into the wall, but very low friction because I have the blanket to slide. Now you can change the plane of movement. I'm going to go in the front of the body into flexion, but I'm still putting pressure out against the wall, which is really interesting. Like so. And I can even move the body around to explore that from different angles. And already my arm is starting to get tired. The weight of the blanket is actually kind of nice here because it's acting like a way to strengthen against gravity, moving that weight of the blanket, but it's also giving me that low friction so I can slide the arm. All right, good. Repeat that on the other side.